once more. Here we go. I submitted the information I need for SimonMed Imaging and eviCore and Blue Cross Blue Shield of Texas to fight it out over my MRI. I love that there's a company named eviCore, and they're like, on behalf of these other companies, we're mediating this. And they shoot out an email or a snail mail that says, like, we've denied your thing. If you want to, like, fight it, fill out this form or call us. But before you even do either of those, maybe have a physician call this number. And then somehow that process has a guy named Eugene at SimonMed calling me, being like, I don't have any idea what's going on. So that guy at SimonMed is not eviCore. He's not part of the person handling the dispute resolution, unless I'm just not seeing eviCore on the other side of this, being between the physician and SimonMed, and then telling SimonMed to get a hold of me. So we formed like a diamond of communication where I'm one at a time talking to the physician and SimonMed, and they're each one at a time talking to the dispute handler people. And I'm sure that's really efficient. For whatever reason, couldn't get any information. I gave all the information on that sheet to my doctor. They should have been able to provide him with what he needed. I don't know why he needs. I read him the sheet because the sheet is like a sentence long. It says like eviCore on behalf of Blue Cross Blue Shield is denying SimonMed. Good job. Now on the next page, it's like we denied it. The doctor didn't send enough information. Well, you just talked to the doctor, who is literally the doctor for like all the Bay Area sports teams, from the 49ers to the Golden State Warriors to the SF Giants. Handles, like, his reputation should never be impugned, I would assume. He's also a doctor. Like, at the very base level, he's the guy with the information to make these determinations. Maybe he didn't send all the information they need, but I feel like that could have been hashed out in the phone call if they needed more. The information they need from me is not any kind of medical thing. It's literally the information of the claim they're having with me. So I'm trying to be reasonable and think about how from their end, something like what's going on. It really sounds to me like eviCore isn't doing jack shit in this situation other than profiting. Just blasting out mails and then like kicking back with their hands over their head. The guy left me a voicemail. Fine. I don't really answer the phone anymore. Too much spam. I get the voicemail. It says, I need more info. Not literally, but everything he says has like in front of it. So I text him back and say, look, I'll send you the first 2 pages. They say confidential on them. I assume that's okay? Question mark. And I try to send him the first 2 pages, and then they bounce. So he can get the text, but he can't get images. So I call him up, and I tell him that, and I give him the numerical information on the sheet. And a little while later, I get a call from him, and he's like, can you text me these pages? And I'm like, well, that's why I called you. They're not sending through. He's like, well, I'm getting texts all day. I was like, yeah, I know. I've been hitting retry since you called me. And I sent you the information in the voicemail. I was like, well, I need to know this and this and that. He's basically restating himself for like the 3rd time. I'm like, hey, I sent you a voicemail. It had all the information in it, and I mentioned that I'm doing everything that you're asking me to do. Did you not listen to it? He's like, oh, no, sorry, I didn't. All right, Don't know why I'm trying. I don't know why I'm the one doing all the work here when you want information. But we'll do it again. Tell you what, you text me because I have a feeling you have some form of spam protection on your phone and you need to send a text through. And that text came through in the same goddamn chat message group that I had sent the other ones, where I'd also sent him all this information written anyway. And then I hit resend, boop, and it went through. I'm like, yeah, that did the trick. Let me know if you need any more. So what are you gonna do? Sometimes you have to be the bigger man? Question mark? I guess. Like if you want anything to move forward, instead of people all being like badasses. Hopefully he'll get it figured out from there. Maybe he just needs this information to end it. Why am I being hopeful? I don't know. I still need St. Mary's to fill out their forms correctly. I should probably call them right after this workout and say, hey, have you done that? At least they're like nicer people. I don't know if this guy is necessarily like a dick. Eugene at SimonMed, who doesn't listen to voicemails or read texts and insists that his text thing works fine until he texts me and now it works fine. That's IT for you, right? But yeah, I better call them up. They put the wrong. I have Blue Cross Blue Shield of Texas. They put like Blue Cross California. I remember calling them and being like, "This has the wrong insurance company on it. Does that matter?" And they're like, "No, it's all like the same bucket. It's not going to matter." Well, it mattered. They didn't get their money. Now, why does that matter to me? Well, if they get their money from my insurance, then I meet my out of pocket. And from then on, everything involving medical is free. And so I have one outstanding bill to Dr. Akazuki, the one person who truly just came in, did his job, and was generally a good guy. He's the only one not getting paid so far. Although I guess in a way, St. Mary's isn't getting paid because they filled out their insurance wrong. So all they got was $3,000 from me. And they're just sitting there waiting for their other like $30,000, which they haven't got. But if that $30,000 hit my insurance, then all the rest of this things I paid, including the doctor bill, would have just been paid by insurance. I also wonder if the SimonMed thing, it's $1,000 MRI, $1,100 MRI. Like that would also put me over my out of pocket for the year. So if this is screwed up, because I have an app where I can check the spending and it's in there. So I don't really understand. I don't really understand the mail I have because it says it's like denying that I need it in a weird way. That's kind of what the wording actually says. But yeah, maybe that will come through and then we can just tell the doctor like put the insurance through again. It should go through this time and you'll get money. Because look, people deserve their money. They just need to fill out the forms right. Killing me. So yeah, tomorrow PT a little earlier than normal, 11. Hopefully get back, rest up from that, and do a video in the evening. Get you guys caught up where we're at as far as actual PT stuff goes. But the rest of this is still important. Got to keep your forms, folks. When you go through this, it's like the furthest thing from your mind, right? You've got something wrong with you. You don't want to be like paying all attention to that, but you got to keep all forms. I just have a big bag, big waterproof bag that I zip up, ziplock everything in, just to be safe. And that's saving my ass with the St. Mary's problem. So when it comes to the SimonMed thing, I have no idea. just wanted to go away at this point. It's just annoying. It doesn't make any sense. I clearly needed imaging. I clearly had the distal tendon reattached. It's just dumb. And whoever I'm dealing with at SimonMed is, I wouldn't necessarily say unprofessional, but maybe he's overworked or something, but like, I don't know. The fact is, like, he told me to my face on the phone, he didn't read my texts or listen to my voicemail. I feel like hanging up and calling him back and being like, I didn't listen to the phone call we just had, so please start over. And then like doing it again, because I don't know where that ends. Like, if you're just like, I'm not going to listen to anything but the thing I want to listen to, how will we ever communicate? Don't understand. Anyway, I think we're wrapped up for today. Let's call it at a reasonable time. Hope you guys enjoyed the lift here. It's a little more legible instead of having the cube cut off. And we'll see you next time. See you tomorrow for a good check-in.